Hey, this is Scott with the Rookie Wine and Whiskey Enthusiast. We are visiting a Washington State white wine tonight. Tonight we are doing Bontzu Cellars Viognier. Needed something a little tart, little acidic, little sweet. Here it is. Stay tuned for Bontzu Cellars Viognier. All right, everybody. Tonight we are going to be reviewing Bontzu Cellars Viognier. Now, this is a special winery for my wife and I. A couple years ago, we were headed to Idaho for vacation, and we stopped in Walla Walla, Washington, where we'd already met several winemakers, and we loved their wines. Well, while we were at one winemaker, a couple customers said, "Hey, you guys got to go across the road over there, and you see that red barn all the way over in the other side of the field. You got to go over there and stop by and see Sorin." Sorin is the winemaker at Bontzu Cellars, and we went over there. And as most people know, I'm a red guy. I'm a red wine guy, specifically Syrah. So we went over and we tasted the wines. It was good. It was almost on the verge of great. And we're tasting the wine out of the barrel. And Sorin is telling me, and he's from Eastern Europe, I believe Romania. And he's like, "No, the Syrah is just not ready." And it was kind of disappointing because it was one of those things where he took us back to where he was aging the wine. Anyways, that was in July. So we went back for Walla Walla fall release of the wines. And I told my wife, I said, "Okay, we're going to see if Sorin remembers us." And so we hit his winery. And as soon as we walked through the door, "Oh, Scott and Corey, welcome back." Immediately right then and there, I knew we'd found another winery that we wanted to be a wine club member of. And we are a club member from Bontzu. Anyways, tonight after dinner, my wife and I, we had spaghetti squash with meatballs. And I wanted a wine that was going to kind of cut through the meatball aftertaste that I had going on. My wife wanted something a little bit sweet. So I was looking for something mildly acidic, and my wife wanted more of a dessert wine. And tonight we decided, I broke out the Bontzu Cellars Viognier. Now, this one here, it is a beautiful, beautiful gold color on this. Now, this is a 2016 Viognier. We got this a couple years ago. And it's, you know what? It's relatively aged very well. No artifacts in it. It's been sitting on its side in our cellar for, like I said, the last 2 years. Let's go ahead and nose this. On the nose for me, I'm getting green apple, unripened pear, a little bit of citrus. I didn't get this earlier, but I'm getting it now. Almost like a orange zest. Almost actually maybe an orange blossom. A little bit of floral notes to it. Anyways, it's got a beautiful smell to it. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. I've already had a couple glasses of this tonight. So the flavors have kind of changed for me. But right off the bat, I get that pear. I mean, it hits me. There's also some, that citrus is back, though it's not a orange. It's more like a grapefruit. I also get a little bit of apricot. And there's a lot of honey. Obviously, the acidity on this, this is, I would say, a mid-level acidity on this particular wine. The sweetness, though, really pairs well. This is a very well-balanced Viognier. And what I like about it, unlike some whites, they have a tendency to finish fairly quickly. This one lingers. If you look on, I don't know, you're not gonna be able to see it. I know you're not. This one's got some good legs on it to it. When I roll the wine around in the glass, there are some beautiful legs to this. It's a thick. It feels like a thick white, and it's one of the few whites that I truly enjoy. I mean, Washington State is known for its Rieslings. And you can get semi-dry, you can get dry, you can get extra sweet Rieslings. The Viognier is to me, is a very good grape for Washington. And for those that don't like the really sweet, the really dry Riesling grape, the Viognier, I think, is a really good, substitute for that. So the finish on this, long. The honey really comes through on the back palate. So now, as I said, my wife and I are club members. We are really high on Sorin's wines, and he is a gentleman. By the way, he is a gentleman that in his 60s learned to make wines. Now, he had made wines back in Eastern Europe with his grandfather. But he was, when he immigrated to the States, he took the classes at, I believe it was Walla Walla Community College. And in his 60s, he started making really good wines. So I do highly recommend. I'll go ahead and put a link down in the description below. If you are familiar with Bontzu Cellars, or if you have a Viognier that you like, go ahead and say so down in the comments section. If you like this type of review where it's kind of informal, please go ahead and hit the like button. Also, please subscribe, and when you do subscribe, a little bell button is going to go ahead and pop up next to the subscription button saying that you've been subscribed. If you hit that bell button, you're going to go ahead and get notified when I go ahead and upload these videos. So my rating on this, boy, I'll tell you, for a white wine, this is a solid 90 for me. 90 out of 100. This is a wine that I would not have any problems buying again. This is a white wine that I have no problems introducing new people to. There's also enough complexity in this wine where somebody who is more experienced with wines, not necessarily a rookie, that is going to take this and really find it challenging. So anyways, listen, I want to say thank you. Sorin, another beautiful wine. And as always, please drink responsibly. And life is too short for either bad wine or bad whiskey. Salant and cheers. Thank you.